Hey folks, Corey Kupfer here with tip number 7 in our series for RIA firms looking to grow through mergers, acquisitions, tuck-ins, and onboarding deals. So what is the next step after you have your business model and your deal structure? The next step is you're going to start finding deals, right? And you're going to need to do due diligence on those deals. So you've gone out, you've found advisors that meet the criteria that I told you to identify in video number 2. You know your why. You've created a good value proposition that you can sell them on. You put the right team and resources in place. You have the business model. You have the deal structure, and now you have a potential candidate. You have a potential deal. Well, what do you do now? Due diligence. Now, listen, due diligence is often thought about as a lawyer's term or a financial due diligence, an accountant's term, investment banker term, where they're going to look through the financials of the other company, and people like me are going to look at all the legal risks and issues and check out their contracts and see whether they've been sued by anybody. Do they have any regulatory issues? Are we comfortable with their client agreements? Do they have any other agreements that could be an issue? Or we're going to look at all that, and that's part of due diligence. But there's so many other parts of due diligence. There's due diligence on whether there's a shared vision, right? Depending on what kind of deal you're doing, it may or may not be important. I mean, listen, what you want is somebody who's aligned with you and is going to fit the culture and is going to work well with other people no matter what, if they're going to be working there, unless, you're buying them out and they're only going to have like a consulting agreement for a few months. But any kind of deal where they're working there, you're going to want to do that. But any kind of ongoing relationship, you want to make sure that there's a shared vision. Certainly if they're becoming your partner, owning equity, are going to be there for any period of time, you want to figure out, do we align? Do we have a shared vision? Do we agree where this thing is going? Our expectations going to be aligned and consistent? Because doing a deal where you're not happy with the other person and they're not happy with you, not only makes the deal go down, but it's a distraction. It can be a huge problem in the rest of your company. So you want to do this vision due diligence. You want to do this values due diligence. Are your values aligned, right? Ultimately, if somebody runs on a different set of values, they're probably not going to work out if they're going to spend time with you. Is there a cultural alignment? Will the teams, get along? I just recorded. It's probably not going to be out till the fall. This video will be out sooner. I have a podcast called the Fueling Deals Podcast, and I interview all kinds of people around deals, right? From investment bankers to people entrepreneurs who've done deals. And we have a number of people on the RIA industry, but there are people from other industries as well. And I think it's instructive to get input from people outside your industry as well. And I actually just interviewed somebody today who's going to be on a show that'll probably be in the fall, Dr. Rachel Headley, who delves into how you integrate teams, because that's so overlooked. Okay, as part of the due diligence process, sort of how our teams are going to integrate. And I'm going to have a separate thing in this video about integration. But the due diligence process, it starts with due diligence on who the teams are and what the cultures are and how your different people are and how they're going to work together and are you going to keep them all that kind of stuff. That has to start in due diligence before we even get to integration. So you want to do all of that kind of due diligence. And part of the due diligence that you need to do is really just spend some time. And not only in a meeting environment or a phone environment, go out to dinner, have lunch. Potentially, if it's somebody you're going to be a partner with ongoingly, meet their significant other. Do a couples dinner if they have one. You want to really start to get to know them, because listen, here's the thing. I always say this: what we do as lawyers and what the accountants do and what the investment bankers do is all very, very important. And getting a great legal document together that aligns the interests of people, make sure you're on the same page, and gives you a roadmap of how the relationship should work, and then a roadmap if things go bad. Super crucial. But none of that matters if the business relationship goes bad. And you want to try to minimize the chances of it going bad by doing much more due diligence than most firms do. Your professionals can help you, right? Your lawyers should be helping you. Your accountants should be helping you. Your investment bankers should be helping you. But we cannot do the shared vision, cultural, personality due diligence that you can do in terms of dealing, with the people and teams that you're going to acquire, onboard, etc. So make sure you do your due diligence, and then come back for video number 8 coming up soon. Take care.